You think you're strong enough for a muscle up? Let me guess. You've been doing pull-ups, maybe some dips, maybe even tried to explode over the bar a few times. But every attempt ends the same way. You get stuck halfway, arms shaking, legs kicking, and you drop back down wondering, what am I missing? Here's the truth. Muscle-ups aren't just about strength, they're about precision. And most people fail not because they're weak, but because they're training the wrong movement pattern from day one. See, everyone loves to chase that explosive pull. They'll yank the bar with everything they've got, hoping momentum will carry them up. But that's exactly what kills their progress. You can't cheat your way into a muscle-up. The bar doesn't care how bad you want it. It only rewards control, timing, and body awareness. If I wanted to unlock the muscle-up in 30 days, I wouldn't just grind pull-ups endlessly. I'd train smarter. I'd rebuild my foundation from the ground up. Because the secret isn't just in pulling harder, it's in teaching your body to move as one single unit. Think of your body like a bow. The tighter you control the tension from core to fingertips, the more power you can unleash. Lose that tension, and all your force scatters. But before we get into the right way, let's talk about how most people wreck their chances. Watch anyone struggling on the bar. They're pulling with bent arms too early, shoulders hiked up near their ears, legs swinging like a pendulum. That's wasted energy. What you actually need is a clean, hollow-to-arch transition that channels force smoothly upward. Don't worry, I'll break that down soon. But for now, I want you to ask yourself, are you training the pull or are you training the flow? Because unlocking the muscle up isn't just about going up, it's about connecting every piece of your body into one explosive chain. And once you feel that connection, everything changes. Next, I'll show you exactly how to fix those early mistakes and start moving like an athlete who owns the bar, not one who fights against it. You think you're strong enough for a muscle up? Let me guess. You've been crushing pull-ups, knocking out dips, maybe even watching tutorials late at night, thinking, okay, this is the time I'll finally get over that bar. But when you try, you pull, you kick, you struggle halfway, and gravity wins again. Sound familiar? Here's the truth. Most people fail the muscle up not because they're weak, but because they're training it wrong. The muscle up is not just a pull-up with extra effort. It's a completely different beast. It's strength, timing, and control working together in one explosive motion. And if I wanted to unlock the muscle up in just 30 days, I wouldn't start by doing more pull-ups. I'd start by unlearning everything that's holding me back. Let's talk about those mistakes first, because you've probably made at least one of them. The first mistake, trying to muscle your way through it. You see people pulling with everything they've got. Arms bent too early, face scrunched up, legs flailing like they're trying to swim through the air. It looks powerful, but it's actually chaos. Every ounce of energy that isn't traveling in a straight line up is wasted. The second mistake, no control over body position. Watch carefully next time you're on the bar. Are your shoulders hunched? Are your legs swinging like a pendulum? If so, you're losing the most important thing in this move, tension. Your body should move like one connected chain. When your core is loose, it's like trying to fire a cannon from a canoe. Tons of effort, no stability. And here's a subtle third mistake that almost no one talks about: starting the pull too soon. Most beginners pull the second they feel tension, but the real secret is in timing. The power doesn't come from an early pull, it comes from letting your body swing into the right position first, then exploding upward from that perfect alignment. Think of it like drawing a bow. You don't shoot the arrow halfway pulled. You draw it back fully, hold tension, then release all that stored energy at once. That's what a real muscle-up feels like. Now, imagine this. 30 days from now, you grab the bar, hang still, swing slightly into your hollow, drive your hips up, pull through, and land cleanly on top of the bar. No struggle, no wild flailing, just a smooth, powerful movement. That's possible, but only if you train smart. If I were starting from zero today, here's how I'd train. For the first week, forget about trying to get on top of the bar. Your goal is to build the foundation. Start with strict pull-ups, but not the way most people do them. Focus on keeping your body tight. Feet together, glutes squeezed, core locked. You're not just training your arms, you're teaching your body to move as one piece. Next, master the hollow and arch positions. These two shapes are the language of every powerful bodyweight move. When you hang from the bar, think about pulling your ribs down and your belly button in. That's your hollow hold. Then move slightly into the arch. Chest open, shoulders back, legs behind you. This transition is the engine that drives a proper muscle up. If your body doesn't know these shapes, you're basically trying to drive a car without learning how to shift gears. By week 2, it's time to introduce explosive strength. Not the kind where you're jerking your whole body around, but precise, controlled power. Try chest-to-bar pull-ups. The goal here isn't just to get your chin over the bar, it's to bring your chest as close to the bar as possible while keeping your core tight. That extra range trains your pulling muscles to go beyond what a normal pull-up requires. Now, here's where the magic starts to happen. Transition drills. This is the moment where most people get stuck, right at the top of the pull-up when they can't seem to roll their wrists and chest over. To fix that, use a resistance band or low bar and practice the transition pattern separately. Pull explosively, then roll your shoulders forward while rotating your hands over the bar. It should feel like you're pulling the bar to your waist, not your chin. Think of it this way, the pull gets you up, but the transition gets you over. It's not two separate moves. It's one continuous wave. Your goal is to make that wave smoother every day. By week 3, we're layering in more power. This is where hip drive comes in. Most people think the arms do all the work, but your hips are actually the hidden engine. When you swing from the hollow to the arch, snap your hips upward while pulling. That combination, hips then pull, creates lift that pure arm strength can't match. Imagine your body as a whip. Your hips crack the energy forward, and your arms just guide it upward. Finally, week 4, the refinement phase. You're going to put all the pieces together. The tight hollow, explosive pull, quick transition, and strong dip at the top. Start from a dead hang, swing slightly, explode up, and think hips first, then pull, then roll. Even if you don't clear the bar the first few tries, that's okay. You're teaching your nervous system the rhythm of a real muscle-up. And when it clicks, you'll feel it instantly. It'll feel effortless. Now, let's talk about what happens when you do it right. The right form feels smooth, fast, and balanced. Your shoulders stay safe because they're moving in a stable range. Your wrists rotate naturally, not violently. And your core? It feels solid, like a skyscraper foundation holding the whole movement steady. Compare that to the wrong form. Jerky, uneven, shoulders jammed forward. And you'll see why technique always beats brute force. So here's my challenge to you. Go to the bar today and forget about chasing the rep. Instead, focus on feeling the connection from your fingertips to your toes. Hit 10 slow, perfect hollow-to-arch swings. Feel that tension building. Then, add one explosive pull where your chest almost meets the bar. Notice how different it feels when your whole body moves as one. That's the first real step to unlocking your muscle up. You don't need years of training or fancy equipment. You need precision, patience, and a plan. The muscle up isn't a show-off move. It's a test of how well you can control your body. And if you commit to this process for 30 days, not only will you get your first muscle up, you'll move differently, stronger, smoother, more connected. So go ahead, grab that bar, give it 10 flawless reps of focused movement, and feel the difference. Because the moment your body learns to move as one, that bar won't be a limit anymore. It'll just be another step up. Think you're strong enough for a muscle up? You can do pull-ups, dips, maybe even explosive sets. But when you try to get over the bar, you freeze halfway. You kick, you pull, but gravity always wins. Here's the truth, most people fail not because they're weak, but because they're training the wrong pattern. The muscle up isn't about brute force. It's about precision, timing, and total body control. Everyone thinks, if I just get stronger at pull-ups, I'll get it. But that's like trying to sprint faster without ever learning how to run properly. Watch most people attempt a muscle up. They bend their arms too early, swing wildly, and shrug their shoulders up near their ears. It looks powerful, but it's chaos. You're wasting energy in every direction except the one that matters, up. If I wanted to unlock the muscle up in 30 days, I'd rebuild my foundation. I'd start by tightening my core, because your core is your anchor. Imagine it like the foundation of a skyscraper. If that base wobbles, the whole structure collapses. Every pull starts from a solid hollow position, ribs down, belly tight, glutes squeezed. Then, transition into an arch, chest open, legs slightly behind. This hollow-to-arch swing is your engine. From there, the pull isn't about yanking with your arms. It's about snapping your hips upward and guiding your chest to the bar. Your arms follow your body's motion, not the other way around. Once your chest reaches the bar, roll your wrists over fast and press down. That's the transition most people miss. Don't think pull up, think pull around. When you do it right, the movement feels smooth and powerful, almost effortless. Your shoulders stay safe, your body stays tight, and momentum works with you, not against you. So here's the challenge. Go to the bar, hit 10 perfect hollow-to-arch swings, then one explosive pull. Feel that connection. That's the start of your first real muscle up, built with precision, not luck.